You see the title. It's a time. A time of great distress is coming. That's what's entered my mind sitting here. I made a fire, and my spirit's unsettled. My spirit is unsettled. 13 days, 12 days. They have 12 days to release the prisoners, or there will be hell to pay. You remember that? That's what Trump said. 12 days to release the prisoners, or there will be hell to pay. And it won't be good. And what really strikes me as interesting during the speech last night that we watched on Mar-a-Lago, that it used to be the Southern White House. That's very symbolic. And he's having all the leaders that he wants to come to the Southern White House. He's going to have some senators come to the Southern White House. Also, there's a lot of change that's happening on the earth. A lot of people of power being taken out of power. But there is, the flames just went up. You just caught. It's going to get really hot. It's going to get really hot on the earth, spiritually speaking. There's going to be a whole lot of military activity that's happening. You're going to see a lot more military. This side of my nose started tickling over here. That's the truth. When it tickles, that's the truth. You're going to see a lot of military in the news. You probably see a whole lot of news conferences once Trump becomes president. Now remember, the new America, I don't know what Carrie Lake's involved. Carrie Lake is she's going to head the whatever One America Voice or something. Remember that? I believe that's going to start coming on the air a lot too. Whatever that radio station's called. And the darkness out there, the dark powers, they truly are not very happy at all. And you know they're not. And they're going to lash out. It's like the tormentor will now become the tormented. And that's why it's going to wreak havoc. It's going to wreak havoc in the United States. But havoc's going to be unleashed on them too. And it's going to be very distressful. It's like it won't be safe to go outside at one point in America. It won't. You are liable to see curfews because of it. Because of the civil unrest and terrorist attacks that will be occurring within the United States. Whether you want to believe this, whether you want to hear it or not, they're going to be occurring, and they're going to happen in all different types of places. They'll be happening in small towns. They're liable to be happening in places of large gatherings, because the terrorists that are over here, they're going to unleash terror inside the United States. They're already set up. They're already planning it, and they know they're going to be hunted down. And not just them, everyone associated with them will be hunted down. I don't even believe there's going to be tribunals. I believe people will be put in front of a firing squad. The terrorist, if they catch you, you will be put in front of a firing squad. If you're going to go inside this country and trying to think of the word, do acts of terror. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is publicized. I really would not, if in front of a firing squad. I would not. To set an example, as if you're going to carry out these attacks, this is what's going to happen to you, and the whole world will see. I believe that's probably going to happen too. Hello, Stefan. Donald Trump, support him and Elon Musk, 1,000,000%. Yeah, that's how bad it's gotten over here. They let them in by the thousands. They've been crossing the border for years and years and years and years and years. But now they've been, I believe it was a setup. If it's true that you can time travel and come back in time, I believe it was a setup years and years and years ago to stop the ones who are going to stop the terror from spreading. It's going to spread, but they're going to feel the pain. They're going to feel the hammer coming down on them. And if they think Trump is bad, wait till J.D. Vance. If something ever happens to Trump, J.D. Vance won't be he won't be as nice as Trump. And you're liable to see people being dragged out of their homes on the news too, to set an example. If you're going to come here in America and try to destroy it from within, we're going to take you out, and they will take you out. They will hunt you down. That's how bad it is. And it's a terrible thing that you have to do that in your own country. Take them out, hunt them down. And you know what they do? They pull people out of their homes in the middle of the night when they think there's safety. They'll think they'll hide in their homes or wherever they're hiding at. Well, now they got the technology to send the drones out. They know all the locations. It'll make it a lot easier on them to take out the terrorists inside this country, the terrorist groups that had their labels removed from them. They'll take them out with drones too. There's going to be great distress. The fire is raging. That's okay, Judy. It's going to be taken out of the hands of the evil ones. It is. There's not just evil on this earth. There's good on this earth, and the good is going to fight back against the evil. So that's why it's going to be really bad. If you got but evil on the earth, which we have a lot of it, you got good on the earth, which we have a lot of. The same, my nose is tickling on this side, so that's the truth. They're going to be taken out. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean that there's not going to be some good lives that are lost, because there are going to be good lives that are lost, good people who are fighting the good fight. But there's going to be a lot of bad people who are fighting the bad fight that's going to be taken out too. Um, Isaiah, every house is shut up, that no man may come in. I can see curfews. Curfews. You curfews and checkpoints. Don't be surprised if you see checkpoints. Yeah. You're up late. Your heart is heavy. Yeah. These terrorists are ready to spring into action. They're very they're messy. It's like a big spider web, big spider web. They spun such a big spider web all over the world. Hello, Sherilyn, Oklahoma. You can't see from all the chaos in the world. You can feel it's coming. Rosie, honey, you can sit here, honey. You're a little baby. Although they can't see you because it's so dark. Rosie, what is happening to this blanket? There you are, Rosie. Oh, hold on. Rosie, honey, let me get this blanket ready for you. You want to sit in the blanket. Rosie wants to sit on the blanket. Okay, Rosie, I'll get it for you, honey. There you go. Come on. Sit there, right there. Okay, so I can fix the back of it so you can hang your head over. She said, Mommy, will you please stop it? I just want to rest. Okay, yeah, I had to get that blanket ready for my baby Rosie. Yeah, see, she wants to sit right there. You can barely see her, but she wants to sit right there. They're already, you see what's happening in other countries. I believe there's lots of blackouts, news blackouts that you can't see, where there's unsettledness. They're going after the terrorists. They're going after the troublemakers, and they're not going to be easy to take down. And they need, here's what they need. You need strong leadership. You need a strong government. You need to have strong people who are willing to bring the hammer down on these terrorists, on these troublemakers in these countries around the world. Even in this, you need strong leaders to bring the hammer down on them and let them know that the time for playing around and doing your evil deeds is not going to go unnoticed, and it's not going to go unanswered. That's what you need, and that's what you're going to get. You're going to see it spread around the world. There's going to be people put in positions of power because they're not going to put up with it. They're taking it back. And it's not supposed to be a pretty picture when you're fighting evil, right? It's literally right in our face. It's disgusting. That one night I was on X looking at some of the videos that were on there in these one countries. They had, these people saw their young sons, and I saw these sons These little boys, probably around 10 years of age, standing on top of a table, dressed in their robes. You know what countries I'm talking about over there. Dancing and wiggling their butt, and all these men are around watching them. And then the little boys kneel on the table, wiggling their, that's what they're doing. That's how evil, 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 evil. You want to see that happening in this country? No, you're not going to see it happening in this country. It's a lot of depravity that's happening. It's so depraved. We don't even know the half of it. I don't want to know the half of it. I'm glad the people had some clothing on. That's what I got to say. No, it's disgusting. They want to do that in this country too. That's what they want it to do. They want this country to slip into such depravity where anything and everything goes. And if you're a morally, if you have a, or you're a person that has some morals, you can, it literally sickens you to the core, your spirit. That's how bad it is. Because there's a lot of people on here who have looked into this, and I know you've seen a lot worse than I saw, but it just makes me sick to my stomach, to my spiritual stomach. You're going to see great distress happening. They're going to go after them. It's not going to be pretty. You're liable to see curfews. You're liable to see checkpoints. You're liable to hear about drones taking out places. You're liable to see terrorist attacks all over the place in the United States because they're going to buck back. They're going to hit back. So I am going to go now. The fire is really raging. They got 12 days. You got 12 days to release the hostages. Is that how many? It was 13 yesterday, so it must be 12 today. Release the hostages before Trump gets back into president, or there will be hell to pay. Oh, honey, hello. Yeah, I'm going to go. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning.